I'm here to tell you, quit changing your major. Yeah, you on the other side. You undecided. You going to college for your mama and your daddy. I'm here to tell you, screw your parents, because at the end of the day, quit living for them. Do you think that they're going to love you any less or different? Because the reality is they may not live up to the expectations of their parents, but guess what? Ain't nothing like a mother's love. So quit feeling so obligated to do what your parents want to do and live life on your own terms. Do what works best for you and not what you're pressured to do. YouTube, and welcome to your success stories. I'm your girl Nika Johnson, and a credit coach and budgeting expert, and today we'll be talking about things you need to know for college. Look, college ain't the only way to be successful. You ever hear your parents always screaming go to college? How they always trying to tell you what you should do when they ain't ever been? Or did your mama go back during the pandemic back in 08 in the housing recession when the market crashed just to go get that refund check? But then they telling you the only way to be successful is go to college. I'm here to tell you that ain't the only way to be successful. However, your girl do got a college degree, and I will say I was able to make more money compared to some of my counterparts because I was competitive in the workforce. So let's go ahead and talk about all the things that you need to know to prepare you for college. All right, now let's go. One, when it comes to college, there's so many funding options. No, you don't always have to take out loans. You could go get scholarships. Work on them like it's a part-time job when you're in high school. Maybe that's free money. You could be balling on a budget, living lavish in college, or you could be struggling eating oodles and noodles. That was me once upon a time. If you need a list of different scholarship examples, take a look at Boom, Boom, and Boom. There's so many different resources at your fingertips. So scholarships is one way that you could be able to fund your cost of education. Basically, it's free money. So think about some of your schools that you attended from elementary to middle to high school. And when you in high school, make for sure your student resources, like your student counselor, become your BFF. That's right, because they got so many different resources, and that's free money. Back when I was in college, I was able to get $5,000-$6,000 each semester, live off campus comfortably, and be able to pay my bills and really focus on my studies. So really take the time of making sure that you are investing into scholarships, because you want to make for sure that you get out of college debt free, or little to no for that matter. For me, going to college and attending a post-secondary education, that was something that was breaking the generation curse. To be able to further my education, and that is something that is priceless. Look into HBCUs, because I didn't really know about the value of HBCU. I remember last year on a girls trip, I went to New Orleans and went to go visit LSU. Baby, they was swag surfing. They was busting that little boosie. It was culturally shock for me. It was everything. I wish I was able to experience that than a predominantly white institution, to be able to be around people that look like me. But whatever it is, make for sure you're looking at scholarships in your area. What is it within your state? Because you could go to college in your state, which is going to be cheaper versus going out of state. But don't let money hinder you. But the more that you are preparing for college, make for sure that you have 2 to 3 letters of recommendation. Make for sure that you have good grades and its representation of on your transcript. Make for sure that you are applying for as many scholarships as possible. Don't limit yourself to only one scholarship. Look into other resources program, like you have Upward Bound, College Possible, just to name a few. But there's so many different resources available to you. Just make for sure that you're doing your due diligence and make for sure you are advocating. Other options is attending college tours, going to universities, checking them out, seeing what's available for you. You also have Urban League, and so Urban League of Nebraska, Urban League of Georgia, Urban League of Florida, those different types of organizations that could be able to help you and provide those resources. Also, not just scholarships, you have grants. Grants is free money too. Just like scholarships, you don't have to pay this money back. You have Pell Grant, which is, you want to be careful, is because Pell Grant is based off of income base. So if you are poverty or lower income, typically you can have full Pell Grant. This is why you want to make for sure that your parents, that's right, let them know. Make for sure your parents is filing their taxes and not trying to get away with Uncle Sam money, because you know they want their bread just like you will want yours too. All right, so those are just funding options. Another funding option while you're in college is work study. You could be able to get an internship or work on campus, work underneath a professor, just to get a few coins to make for sure that you got your basic necessities while you're in college. All right, now let's switch gears and talk about modes of transportation while you're in college. Look, I know everybody want a nice car, but baby, it ain't in your budget. The different ways that you could be able to get by while you're on campus is walk. That's right, what's wrong with them 2 feet? Make it do what it do and go ahead and get your exercise in. You could get a bike, so if you're going from one campus to another campus, or just chain it up, it may be easier to be able to get around. You also have the bus, public transportation that is going through campus. Go ahead and hop on, hop off. You may need your in-card, anything such as that as well. You also have the option of getting a cash card. So think about if you got your refund check, or if you saving up money, buy a cash card to alleviate having that monthly financial burden of making those monthly payments. Baby, you in college. Typically you're broke. And I don't even like to be right like that. But go ahead and get a cash card. It's cool. Yo, hoopty, you and your homies all up in there, going $20 on gas. Ooh, $2 my man gonna get you far. But you get the gist when y'all wanna go to them college parties. Make for sure you got a DD. Don't be drinking and driving, cause that ain't in the budget. And you're not trying to get kicked out of school either. But make for sure, look into cash cards. You know, other options is on Facebook Marketplace. You could go to the newspaper, looking online, a family friend. There's so many different options to be able to make for sure that you can get a reliable transportation to get you to point A to point B, even if you have to get on the interstate to be able to get back home. Now, another option that I don't always recommend, wait till you're a little later in college, to your junior, senior year, but you can finance a car. But you want to make for sure that you could get it on your own, not need a co-signer and no money down, and that you could be able to afford these payments. Make for sure that you could afford the payments when you're starting your career as well. So don't get a brand new Charger or Camaro your senior year and like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get this career making 60,000, 6 figures out of college, because maybe you can go to college and still be struggling. But the reality is, make for sure that it's feasible and not trying to live outside your means, feeling like, dang, I just went to school all my life. I just went to college for 4 years or 5 years. Now I want a nice car. It's not the time yet. Stay down till you can come up. Or make a friend and go ahead carpool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But those are just some different options on modes of transportation while you're in college. And while we're talking about modes of transportation, let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit about the different options of having your own place of while you're in college. Let's go. Now look, I know mama and daddy want you to go ahead and live on campus. They probably gonna be sending me some emails. Why you didn't tell my kid on YouTube to go live off campus? Baby, freshman year, go ahead and live on campus. You want the experience? I used to live on Abo 8 back in the day, my college days. We was lit, and some folks got in trouble back in the day. However, it is a great experience to have. The bathrooms is nasty as hell. It got full of hair. People don't be washing their hands when they come out from using the bathroom. It was just something that I couldn't do no more. It just was 1 year that I stayed on campus, and that was it. Now, there's more apartment styles. You could do random roommates, or you could find a roommate. Be careful with rooming with your friends, because you don't want to feel like that there's no boundaries and they always in your stuff and they don't ever replenish nothing. They take more than what they give. So just be careful. There is some benefits and there's some value having random roommates, but also you don't want to get stuck with someone nasty or anything like that. But staying on campus, experience it. Staying off campus, that's another option. So you could be able to get an apartment, right? Let's say you get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You can find a roommate and split it 50-50 and make for sure all recipients is on that lease agreement, so you don't get screwed out or anything such as. So we got living on campus, you got having your own apartment. Another option is, yes, you could live at home if you want to. I would say live on campus if anything, just so you could really experience the true value in life of college, instead of just being a mama girl, mama boy, or vice versa, and sticking to your bubble and not networking and building these relationships that will last a lifetime in college. Okay, another option that I like to teach people is that, baby, you could become a homeowner in college. That's right, buy that house. Don't be afraid. Your college education, that can be as work income as well. When you first get out of college, you have a parent help you buy a house while you in there. So this is what I recommend, right? You could get a 3-bedroom house. Let's say you got a basement. You could rent out each bedroom, and then you could be living in the basement. And so basically, the same way the universe is making money off of dorm rooms, you could do the same for a house. Make for sure that it's close within the university so you can have that residual cash flow year after year, and it's easy to be able to occupy those spaces. You got a 3-bedroom house and a full basement. What you can do is rent out all 3 bedrooms, charge them $500, and let's say your monthly mortgage is $1,000. That's 500 times 3, that's $1,500. So what that means is you could be able to pay your mortgage and still have $500 cash flow. And guess what? You still never physically came out of pocket because you occupying the basement. You see what you put? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? These are different ways that your parents or a group of your friends can become investors, buying a property that's close by campus and always be able to rent it out. Even if you had it furnished with a futon, a couch from here and there, make do with it. So that's another option. Now, I'm here to tell you, quit changing your major. Yeah, you on the other side. You undecided. You going to college for your mom and your daddy. I'm here to tell you, screw your parents, because at the end of the day, quit living for them. Do you think that they're going to love you any less or different? Because the reality is they may not live up to the expectations of their parents, but guess what? Ain't nothing like a mother's love. So quit feeling so obligated to do what your parents want to do and live life on your own terms. You don't have to follow the family tradition of becoming a doctor or attorney. If you want to be a dentist, if you want to be an accountant, if you want to be a teacher or a social worker, the choice is yours. But don't go to college and keep changing your major, because guess what? Is mama and daddy paying that, or is them student loans that you're going to be responsible for when you get out of college? Oh, that's tea right there. Oops, I don't think y'all ready for that conversation. But if you're undecided, at least your freshman year, take pre-elective classes. Don't start your journey of nursing school, for example, and be like, science is too hard, I don't want to do that. Stick it through and make for sure that it is something that you're passionate about. You don't want to be working a dead-end job regretting, dang, I should have finished that. But in short, don't change your major like that. You don't necessarily want to be a 5 or 6 year senior. Now, it's better off leaving college than not completing it, but you will save so much time and money by making sure you in your budget and you stick it through. And while we on the subject of changing majors, another thing is quit dropping out. When you get pregnant, quit thinking life gonna be easier because you gotta go pick up another job. See it through. Build your support system. You don't have to always transfer. Don't feel forced that you have to get abortion or you can't make it or whatever the case may be. Make for sure that you finish for that little baby that you carrying inside of you, or for the next generation, to show them that you finished something that you once started. But make for sure you see it through, because oftentimes what happens is when you take a break, you go work, and then you go push it off a semester, and then another semester, and next thing you know, 3 years went by, 5 years went by, 10 years, and now you're regretting that you never finished. Stick it through. Quit dropping out and feeling like the easy way is by taking a break. And another thing, credit cards ain't free money. I'm gonna need you to quit getting a credit card in college, maxing it out, cha-ching, and thinking that you ain't gotta never pay this back. Just think about it. If you had a friend that was always borrowing money from folks, and they were supposed to pay you back and they didn't, how would you feel? You'd be mad, right? So why would you think it's okay to do it to other people? I mean, the bank, you think it's because they got more money that it's okay? I'm here to tell you it's gonna catch up to you one way or another. So when you get out a credit card, don't max it out. Going out of town, going to a Big 10 or Big 12 conference, an artist perform, going out of town just to go have fun. Or let's not talk about in the month of March when it's spring break and y'all wanna go wild. Make for sure that whatever you spend on your credit cards, that is in your budget. Do not bite off more than you can chew. This is not free money and you are personally responsible for paying that back. Use the credit card wisely. No, before we go, did y'all hear me the first time? Use the credit card wisely. It ain't free money, baby. Another thing, baby, I was paid in school because of the amount of scholarships that I had, and this is what I'm talking about, is the refund checks. Ooh wee, don't it feel good to feel like we getting free money? Now sometimes you want to make for sure that you're checking that before you accept that award letter, and make for sure that they didn't add any type of loan that you didn't pay attention to, because there is a such thing that if you have too many scholarships, they start lessening your Pell Grant. It's just like penalizing you for doing good, right? So make for sure that you understand your award package and what you are accepting and what you're declining, because it's so easy to take on a loan and another loan. It's easier to go to the financial aid office and keep asking for money, but don't realize as soon as you graduate, you got 6 months before those repayment plans start. Don't be doing income driven repayment plans known as IDR. Look, there are resources on campus. I need you to use them. You have SSS, which is Student Service Support System. The slight name variations, but it's typically those that have lower income that can get to print for free. They gonna have food and they gonna give you the plug, okay? Make sure you get involved and check that out. And then you also got the Culture Center. Go where us at. Go where we at, okay? Don't be on campus feeling alone and that you don't have a family. This is your time to make your own family, your family away from home. So make for sure you grab your friends, study together, build relationships, and do what you came to do, which is finish strong. You got this. I'm gonna have to put on my mom pants. Go to class. Let me say that again. Go to class. Quit skipping. Just because you have what is them large classrooms called, and then you got the smaller ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm getting old. I'm aging myself at this point. But just go to class. Sit in the front seat. Don't sit in the back because you want to sneak out, or you on your phone texting sweet nothings to your little boo. Make for sure you're paying attention. Go to class. Quit skipping. If you need help, ask for help. Don't be afraid. Ain't nobody gonna take care of you but you. Ain't nobody gonna advocate for you but you. This is a time for you. You want to be so grown, right? Want to get out mama house, right? Now this is your chance. Can't call up mama and daddy to go fight these battles for you. So if you don't understand something in class, get a tutor. Ask your professor for help. Stay after. And honestly, they are human too, and they've been down this road. So a lot of times they're more flexible than you may realize. And while we're talking about getting help, get involved. Quit going to college just to go to class and then you go back home. You want to keep your head down? What are you doing? This is your prime time. Live life. Be carefree, but within a budget, okay? Because we ain't got time to be adding no extra expenses, no DUIs and everything else, and no tickets. But enjoy life. Get involved into extracurricular activities. You have like different Black organizations of, I can't think of like some of the names off the top of my head, but things that you compete in. You have business organizations. You have different organizations tailored to your major. Whatever it is, just get involved. Now, since we on the topic of finances and the things that you need to know while you in college, if you enjoying this information, make for sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications on and show your girl some love. If you have any questions, make for sure you comment down below. But while we're talking about getting involved with sorority and Greek life, make for sure it's in your budget, because baby, no fraternities and sororities, sometimes it's like a modern day game. You repping a color, you die hard off for a year, it's okay, but make for sure it's in your budget. But those are some of the sisterhoods and brotherhoods that's gonna last a lifetime and definitely worth it. Do what works best for you and not what you're pressured to do. But ultimately, college is what you make it. Make for sure you get involved. Make for sure you're using your resources. But these are just a few tidbits of things that you need to know to get ready and prepare for successful years of college. If you want to chime in, let me know below. But before I get out of here, I just got one question for you. Is that college education in your budget? Hold on. There's different types of colleges. What are we talking about? There's different types of degrees. You got associates, you got bachelors, you got masters, you got doctorate. No. All right, good.